Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Basti. I'm an independent trader with years of experience in all things crypto trading. If you're looking for chart analysis, trading prognosis, and of course, trading news, then you've come to the right place. Let's go. Good morning, guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm very happy to see you here today. If you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. As you know, it is free. No cost to you, and make sure that you do hit the notification bell so that you will be notified from Monday to Sunday. I will post content every single day that it's very important and very relevant to Bitcoin and the rest of the cryptocurrencies. Good, so I would say let's go ahead and get started by looking at the charts. Oh, and by the way, actually, I'm also on Twitter, so please go ahead and follow if you'd like to do that as well. I also post very important information there. So here we have our 4-hour chart, and we're going to be looking at what's happening in this time frame. So we had our big sell-off a couple of days ago, and then that took us out of our falling wedge. We can also see here that last night we almost tested our resistance line right here, which, as you can see, it is at the top of our support box at the moment. But, and this is the big but, that today we're going to be waiting for the markets to open at 3:30. And on Wednesday, we're also waiting for the Fed's decision regarding the interest rates. And for that, we're going to be having a very important live stream. So keep that in your head for when the day comes. So in my opinion, until then, there's going to be a lot of tension in the market for the next couple of days, as everyone is waiting to hear what the Feds will say. Of course, many are hoping that the Feds will just say that they will leave the interest rates stable where they are, that they're going to be pumping more money into the market. And so if they do that, that of course would be a very bullish signal. And of course, what that could mean for Bitcoin's price is that we might see a big pump or back to previous heights. Or it could also be that the Feds say, no, this is as far as we've come. We have to do something about the inflation. We have to take care of the situation. And we're going to be raising the interest rates. That, of course, would trigger another drop in the markets, maybe retesting the area down here. So in other words, let's just see what happens today and what happens on Wednesday. My opinion is that we just wait to see how it all plays out. So one thing, however, that does pop into my eyes at the moment is that we could possibly be forming a what it's called a bear flag here, which of course will push the prices lower again. That would of course fit my expectations for today and for tomorrow. And if we do look at it from a technical point of view, this a bear flag this size would actually take us all the way down to 26,000 US dollars. I personally don't see that happening. However, I do think that we might go down to 30,000 or $31,000. So do keep that in your radar, as well as the market opening today at 3:30. I've also signaled here my entry prices for my whole portfolio. This is not financial advice, of course, but we did talk about it last night in our live stream. And those prices are at 33,000 US dollars, and then of course as well as at 31,000 US dollars. I did, however, offset the price of my entry levels just a little bit, just in case we don't exactly test the support lines. So I get myself some wiggle room just in case we do test and then bounce and then just accumulate for a while. If we do move over to the daily chart, we can see, or my expectation at least, is that we're going to remain in this support box for a while. Mainly the reason being that we've had this accumulation phase already take place some time ago, or in between May and July of last year. And then here again from January to February. So in general, these two areas are very, very important. And I don't really see the price of Bitcoin dropping below this area. One thing, however, that could trigger that is if the situation between Russia and the Ukraine do heat up a bit more, we could definitely then see that the markets will continue to drop, of course, more, and that would affect the price of cryptocurrencies as well. So for that reason, there's not really a point into analyzing charts and patterns. The only thing that I can do is show you the different support levels and the resistance levels. So for one, we do have these two important resistance levels, and then this high that we have here where we previously formed a W pattern. For us today, what basically that means is, if we have a look here, yesterday's market closed, we can have a good look here, and it wasn't really that bad after all, but we did confirm our resistance level here, same as our previous high here. If we do see a bounce sometime today, we could probably go back and retest our resistance level at 37,233, which was this low here, or also after that this low here. So we can see that there's a lot of resistance coming before us, but also below we do have a good amount of support. So we're just going to be moving in a range for a while. Probably it could be about a month or a couple of months before we do get to see what the market will decide, if we do come out and go back to the bullish trend, or if we're going to drop again and continue the bear market. Also, in the fear and greed index, we can see that we are at 13 points. That means we are starting to cool down a bit, but don't put your faith in that too much, just because as you can see right now, the overall feeling in the markets is very, very bad. Nobody really wants to buy, nobody really wants to make a move. So keep that in the back of your head, just for information. Also, if we look at what institutions are doing, we can clearly see that really nobody at the moment has any interest in taking a risk by coming into the market and buying more cryptocurrencies. So that's not really happening. We can see, however, that gold and silver are rising. So people are not really putting their faith a lot into Bitcoin, for example. We can see that it's really not a safe haven, as many used to say. And it could be that we stay here like I said, a couple of months before we do see some move or a market decision. But at the moment, there's just not much that we can expect. So I also wanted to for us to have a look at this other thing here with investing.com. As we can see on Wednesday, again, I mentioned this, we are having the decision by the Feds regarding the interest rates. I personally think that for now, at least, they're not going to raise the interest rates. That's just my opinion, of course. They're just going to leave them as it is. However, on March 16, the interest rates will be raised. And that is the first time that happened since May the 3rd of 2020. And here at the top, we can see that very clearly, that for a while, we've kept the interest rates at the same level. And something like that hasn't happened in a long time. So again, very interesting what will happen on March 16. And of course, I will keep you posted with anything that does happen. You can find the link to my Telegram group in the description here at the bottom. Here in my group, I always post relevant information almost daily regarding price levels, regarding downtrends or uptrends. So please do join the group. That would also help me a lot. And also, we do have a English channel and a Spanish channel. So if you happen to speak the language and would prefer that, just go ahead and please do subscribe to those as well. The link you can find in the description, and that would also be very helpful to us. Okay, so now we are going to be looking at the chart for Ethereum. Here we have it. I'm going to clean this up a bit because there's really not much at the moment, just like in Bitcoin, to analyze as far as charts go. However, as you already know, we did have, of course, as well, a big sell-off, and we did find, however, support at around 2,318 US dollars. What that means is really that we have this W pattern here, and we've tested almost to the hair exactly the price here at the neckline of our W pattern. But if Bitcoin makes a move downward, then of course Ethereum would also follow suit, taking us to the 2040 price line, and then after that the psychological $2,000. And then after that, if it keeps dropping, we might get to see the 1,726 US dollar line, which of course will be these three lows that we've had before. So as you can see, for Ethereum, things are also not looking very good at the moment. And I did mention this before to you guys that, you know, what goes up must come down. And also the same thing happens when something goes down, then it has to go back up. So it's important not to panic and not to overreact. And also it's important to keep a strong mind about this. So my opinion is we haven't seen the end of it yet. If you do see people in social media saying, oh, we found the floor or the market is going to recuperate quickly, just don't believe any of that at the moment, because as you already know, and as I've said already many times here, the market has become very uninteresting to institutions and to investors. Nobody wants to take the risk at the moment. And so we have to be very careful with anything that we do with our money, of course, and we just have to wait. We just have to see what happens, what will come next. Stay calm and be patient. Also, as I've said in the past, dollar cost average is very important. Or rather, what it actually means is that you do keep buying, or that you do buy at the important price levels. And so here I've shown what my limit orders levels are, and you guys can also do that using Femex. If you are interested in using it, the description or the link you will find in the description, and there's even a big bonus for those who join. Also, if we look at the Bitcoin dominance chart, we can see, as expected, that the dominance is starting to pick up again. We even had this W pattern here at the bottom. I'm not sure this actually will signal much for the markets at the moment, but it's something to look at. We do see we found a floor here, and my prognosis continues to be that we're going to go up to about 34%. Something that we can also see here in the 1 hour chart, where the dominance is clearly climbing up. What that means, of course, for the altcoins is that the altcoins continue to lower their prices. Usually when Bitcoin drops, the altcoins do drop twice or 3 times as much as Bitcoin does. At the moment, to trade is too dangerous. However, to buy just for the hodl portfolio, of course, that's something that you can do. And again, that's not financial advice. It's just, you know, my observation. And we can also see this uptrend channel, which is basically a bear flag that could break down and bring us even lower. So today at 3:30 in the afternoon is going to be very important to look at. I'm going to be having a phone call, or a Zoom call rather, with my fellow gold members by BitBull. And yeah, I guess we have reached the end of this video. Thank you so much for stopping by and having a look at what I can see in the market. Stay safe. My name is Basti. Bye bye.